hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. You know what I mean? Still on my nature walk. Just got done talking about the Philadelphia Phillies. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We cover the Sixers and we cover the Philadelphia Phillies. And the title of this video is The Sixers Want Cooper Flagg, right? Let me put this down for a second. The Sixers want Cooper Flagg. But what is the best second option if they don't get the first overall pick? Who's the second best option? Say the Sixers get the second pick in the NBA draft. Where are they going? Where are they going? And I'm starting to lean towards a player that I'm leaning towards one specific player. And I'm not sure how good his defense is, but I know offensively he's amazing and he has the height. The problem is he's a guard. He's listed as a guard. And we already have Jarrett McCain. And we already have Tyrese Maxey. So that's the problem. But my whole opinion is best player available after Cooper Flagg. If you get the second overall pick, I don't think you could pass up on a Dylan Harper. And people are going to probably say, what about Ace Bailey? I wouldn't be mad at that option. I wouldn't be mad at getting Ace Bailey with the second overall pick, but I just have a feeling about Dylan Harper. I didn't know his father was part of that three-peat with Michael Jordan back in the day. I didn't know he had that, and then I'm just watching Dylan Harper's highlights and what he can bring offensively mainly. I don't know about defensively. He might be an average defender, hopefully not a below average defender, but what I'm reading in the comments is people are actually not saying that they would choose Dylan Harper. Well, some people would choose Dylan Harper over Cooper. Not many. It's rare, but some people are honestly saying that he could possibly be the best player coming out of the 2025 NBA draft. Nobody knows. Everybody believes that Cooper Flagg will be the best player, but nobody really knows, you know. I think Cooper Flagg is the best player, and I would love for the Sixers to draft him. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But if the Sixers don't have the first overall pick, it's a done deal. So we want him. The Sixers want Cooper Flagg. And I didn't know he was a twin. I didn't know Cooper Flagg was a twin. So he has a brother named Ace Flagg, and he plays for the what are they called? I forgot what team he's on. I think he plays for the college in Maine. I forgot what college it is, but I don't understand sports. You don't understand sports? Sports is not very hard to understand. I will tell you this right now. If you watch a basketball game for at least 1 hour, I guarantee you will know more. You will know the basics and you will know the game enough to understand basketball. Same with baseball. If you watch baseball for an hour, you will know the basics to know baseball. Same goes with football. You know what I mean? Not too complicated. But shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan. But getting back to what I was saying. The Sixers, right? The Sixers want Cooper Flagg. But the second best option is who? In your opinion, is it VJ Edgecombe? Is it, what's his name? Maluach, the center from Duke? Is it Ace Bailey? Is it Dylan Harper? Who would the Sixers draft if they had the second overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft? Meaning that means that you're not drafting Cooper Flagg, because I don't think anybody's going to get drafted. So why do you have to go? He said, I have to watch softball for an hour. No, you don't have to. I'm just y'all know what I mean. If you watch a sport, anything in life though, in order for you to understand something, you gotta study it. You gotta watch it. You gotta, you know what I mean? Sadie Miller. Shout out to Sadie Miller in the building. Shout out to you. But yeah, stay a while, Sadie Miller. Stay a while. But yeah, for me, personally, Dylan Harper is the guy that I think the Sixers should draft with the second overall pick if the Sixers get it. And we have to lose. The Sixers are 23-55. So we have to lose at least our last 3 in order for us to have the 5th worst record. And I mean, it sucks to kind of go against your own team, but at the same time, this season has been a total dud. From the very beginning of the season, we've just been losing in injuries. Injuries more than anything. Joel Embiid hasn't played that many games, and we just been losing the whole dang on season. So the only thing that could come out of this draft, the only thing that could come out of this season is to possibly, get a draft pick and possibly draft Cooper Flagg. So we'll see what happens, but I'm a Dylan Harper guy, though, man. I'm starting to really like Dylan Harper. My homie said, my homie A said that Dylan Harper reminds him of Jaylen Brown from the Celtics. If he's anything like Jaylen Brown, that's a good second overall pick, man. That's a good second overall pick. But the only thing I don't know about is I don't know about Dylan Harper defensively. If Dylan Harper doesn't have it defensively, he ain't going to be no Jaylen Brown. Offensively, I think Dylan Harper got it, man. I think that he could. I don't really know too much of a weakness. I think he can shoot the 3 really good. I see him breaking dudes down, breaking down his defenders off the dribble easily. He does do the spin move a lot. You know what it reminds me of a little bit is Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz did a lot of spinning when he's driving to the rim, and Dylan Harper goes behind his back a lot, trying to cross up people, and he gets past everybody. He got pretty good handle, in my opinion. Some people will disagree, but I think Dylan Harper got some solid handle. Of course, he's going to get better at the next level, but I like him. I love his confidence. I love that he's coming from a championship pedigree because his father used to play with Michael Jordan. His father has 5 championships. His father has 2 championships with the Lakers and 3 championships with the Chicago Bulls. So that alone for me makes me feel a little bit more comfortable drafting a Dylan Harper. Not just because of that, but just knowing that he's made of some good stuff, man. He has that it factor. And I need that. And I'm going to say this real quick. For those that say Cooper Flagg doesn't have, what's the word that they say? He's not clutch. He doesn't have the clutch gene that people want to say. Bruh, they went against, look, and I ain't going to lie. The last 1 minute and 30 seconds against Houston, they just was breaking. They was turning the ball up. They just wasn't playing good, bro. The whole team was not good in the last 1 minute and 30 seconds. But to say that an 18-year-old, he's only 18 years old, to say he doesn't have a clutch gene, that's just crazy to me. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I guarantee you, if the Sixers had the number 1 overall pick, we drafted who? Cooper Flagg. We trying to capture the flag. That's the number 1 guy I want on the team. I ain't going to sit here and lie. The man he's a two-way player. I'm a big supporter of two-way players. I'm not I'm okay with a player that just plays offense, but I'm bigger. I'm more of a fan of a player that plays both sides. You know what I mean? And Cooper Flagg could play both sides at an elite level. The man's 6'9", can shoot the 3. I just like his game. I like his game. Got handle. I like that he be talking trash to his opponent. He ain't backing down from nobody. So people that be trying to say that he don't got the clutch gene, I think that's cap, man. The man's 18 years old. 18 years old. But one thing I will say is, I don't know, there was rumors about him not going into the 2025 NBA draft because he didn't win if he doesn't win a championship. I hope that's rumors. I hope that's not true, because I'm hoping the Sixers get the first overall pick. And I don't know what the percentage is. If they have the 5th worst record in the NBA, what would their percentage be to get that first overall pick? I'm not really sure. Is it 12%, 10? I don't know. But I'm going to say this right now. If we get the first overall pick and he says that he does not want to be he doesn't want to be in the 2025 NBA draft, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is crazy. It's like bad luck for the Sixers, man. If that happens, hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm hoping that the Sixers can draft a Flagg. But we always got to keep the options open. And I don't know who the second best player is. I really don't know. I think Dylan Harper should be the second player off the board. But some people will probably say, believe it or not, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. It could be Trey Johnson from Texas. He's a bucket. I like Trey Johnson. Some people might say the Sixers should go center because of Joel Embiid's never healthy. And I agree with that. Like, Joel Embiid, I don't think that man was never healthy his whole career. And I'm not saying that to be ignorant. I'm just keeping it real. So a lot of Sixer fans are saying we should just go center. But I look at it like this. Whoever the best player is available, say with the Sixers get the second pick, I think we got to go that route. Don't go for necessarily the position of need. Go for the best player available, and we'll just figure things out, bro. With good coaching, you can figure it out. But no, what sucks is because it's hard to go guard, though. It really is hard to go guard because you have a Quentin Grimes, you have a Jarrett McCain, you have a Tyrese Maxey. If you go Dylan Harper, I don't know how that's going to work. Unless Quentin Grimes doesn't stay with the Sixers, I don't know how that's going to work, bro. And I don't want to lose out on Quentin Grimes. So, honestly, for the Sixers, this is what my gut feeling. Say the Sixers did get the second pick. I think the Sixers is going either center or they're going Ace Bailey. Because Ace Bailey's more of a power forward. He can play power forward. So, but are they the best players on the board when they pick? Because you don't want to sell and find out that you passed up on an all-time great player just because it's not a need for your team. Shoot, if you pass up on for example, right? Say you pass up on another, let's think of a great player. I say T-Mac a lot, so I'm not going to say T. Say you pass up on another great player like, let me say Vince Carter. Like, say you pass up on another Vince Carter because I'm not really sure the height of Vince Carter. So that might be not a good comparison. But I'm just using him as an example. You don't want to pass up on a Vince Carter because you want to get a player that you don't have. Because the center from Duke, what if he's not good? And you pass up on a Vince Carter. How do you think that's going to look, bro? You might as well just fire everybody. If you pass up on a Tracy McGrady, if you pass up on another Kobe Bryant, RIP to Kobe, you pass up on Michael Jordan. Like say you pass up on the next great player because you want to draft a center because our center's always hurt. I'm not doing that. The second best player in the draft, best player available, if we get the second overall pick, if the Sixers happen to get lucky to get the second overall pick, and who's the best player? Is it Dylan Harper? Is it Ace Bailey? Honestly, I don't know. I really have no clue. Everybody got their opinions about Dylan Harper. They say that he's this. Some people, they don't like Ace Bailey. They say that he's that. Everybody got their own opinion. Nobody really know. You could kind of guesstimate and watch film. But I always say NBA is a whole nother level. But I do feel like Dylan Harper could possibly be the best player available at number 2. Cooper Flagg, if we happen to get that first overall pick, that's not a debate right there, though. We going Cooper Flagg all the way. But I'm trying not, like I tell everybody, man, I'm trying not to even think about us getting the first overall pick. Because I don't think we're getting the first overall pick. As much as I would want it, I don't think we're getting the first overall pick. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. I'm just talking basketball and vibing with y'all. I'm just hoping that y'all are safe and y'all doing good right now. And even if you're not having the best day, hopefully this live stream made your day and you're good. But yeah, that's all I wanted to really say, man. The Sixers want Cooper Flagg, but what's the second best option? And I think the second best option is between Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. But instead of going for this like a need, you got to go for the best player available. The best player available, debatably, people got Dylan Harper as the second best player in this draft. I don't know if I want to pass up on Dylan Harper. But the problem is, like I said earlier in the live, you got Quentin Grimes. You trying to sign him. You got a Tyrese Maxey. You have a Jared McCain. You put a Dylan Harper on there, it's kind of like, who's leaving? Who's leaving? You got it. One of them got to go. So you either not going to re-sign Quentin Grimes because you about to get Dylan Harper, which will probably make sense because, I mean, it makes sense, but it don't make sense. Like the part that makes sense is you ain't trying to pay the man. The part that don't make sense is he's a very good player that you just let go, and you're just hoping that Dylan Harper is anything close to that. You're just hoping. And being a lottery pick, being a top 5 pick, Dylan Harper better be better than Quentin Grimes. But Quentin Grimes is nice, though, bro. Quentin Grimes is actually a pretty darn good player, man. And I feel like the Mavericks, they're going to regret that. I'm not sure what the Mavericks were seeing or not seeing, but Quentin Grimes is definitely a baller, bro. Definitely a baller. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all, man. Really do. Just walking this trail on this bridge right now. Just walking this trail right now. But yeah, man. Whew. Let's go Sixers. Sixers got to lose 3 more games unless the Nets mess around and win a game or two. We don't got to worry about too much. But I know the Nets is trying to lose. So we can't do that. We can't depend on them. Shout out to Chris Farrell in the building. He said, don't fall. No, I'm not going to fall. Thank you, though, for your concern. I'm not going to fall. But shout out to you. And everybody in the building, man. If you can, leave in the comments below after this video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave in the comments and please answer the question. What would the second best option be for the Philadelphia 76ers if they get the second overall pick? We want Cooper Flagg if we had the first overall pick, but what's the second best option for the Sixers? And I really, and I have no clue. I'm starting to like all the dang on players. I like Dylan. I'm starting to like Dylan Harper more than the other ones besides Cooper Flagg. But honestly, my favorite, like, it goes Cooper Flagg, then Dylan Harper. And I like Ace Bailey. I'm sorry, I like the center from Duke, but I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't think it's a good idea to go center. I understand it's a need, but I got a bad feeling about it, man. I really do. He said, sell the team. Nah, man. Shout out to Grasshopper in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I don't know. I just hope the Sixers get a top 2 pick, bro. A top 3. I'm going to say top 3. Give us a top 3 pick. That's my dream case. It got to be a top 6 automatic so we can keep our pick. But I honestly want a top 3. So we have the option of drafting either Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. But we'll see what happens. We got to lose the rest of these games. We got, who we play? I think we play the Heat tonight. It's the Tankathon Live tonight. After the Heat, I know we got the Wizards. That might be a dub. We might beat the Wizards. I think we got the Hawks. And I forgot the 4th team that we go against. But I'm going to tell you this right now. This is going to be the most interesting offseason for the Sixers in a very, very long time. Because they got so many question marks when it comes to Paul George, when it comes to Joel Embiid, when it comes to the direction of the organization. Because are you going to re-sign Quentin Grimes? Are you going to re-sign Yabusele? Are you going to try to keep Kelly Oubre? Are you going to be able to trade a Paul George? There's just so many questions that we have. But I'm leaning Dylan Harper as the second best player in this draft. But the problem is it's not going to make sense if you re-sign Quentin Grimes. And you better hope Dylan Harper is better than Quentin Grimes, and you better hope he's worthy of that second overall pick if we happen to get that pick. You know what I mean? But this is a big question. And hopefully we get that answer sooner than later, what direction the Sixers are going. But I hope they keep that top 6 pick, because we need it in the worst way, man. This organization has been the worst probably in the NBA besides the Wizards. And as a diehard Sixers fan, I'm just keeping it real, man. As a diehard Sixers fan, I'm just keeping it real. This team has been terrible. This organization as a whole has been the worst, bro. The decisions that they've been making, and just the luck of the draw when it comes to injuries, it's just been bad. Yup, get rid of them. The team. Organization better choose wisely. Yeah, they better choose wisely. But shout out to everybody. I'm getting off. Have a wonderful day. Peace.